Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, as you know, their quarterback is a senior, so it is crucial who they bring in to pair with this terrific, talented roster. They do have a four-star quarterback on a recruiting visit here today. I know they want to put a good show for him and see what they can be if he chooses their school and this offense next season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hits inside, it's Martin. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding one-yard drive in the history of football. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Got room at the 35. He's loose. The 30. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Henderson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Look out! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
run to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush right in his face. He'll get rid of it. Left side is Butler. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Henderson. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the foot. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, ASU! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Out wide right, it's Yates. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Leaves it in his belly. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield.
Caught. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Try to barge their way in. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Hamilton. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, going to throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits the hole. It's Martin. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Buchanan. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Rushes on. Myers on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, ASU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Martin. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. quarterback gets a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Buchanan. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw one first. He rifles one deep to the left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it left. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Pulls it in. It's Sellers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Pitt. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 16 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Mississippi State with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
They win their second straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Out wide right, it's Henderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it, and matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him. He's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. In the backfield, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Got the first down. On the move is the 30. Finding some room. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out wide left, it's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of...
He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. He's changing the play. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, put that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Jones wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The short hands, it's Hamilton.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Oh, pressure's coming. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the short tackle to turn it over on downs. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Defense in press coverage. On the delay, it's Martin. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, gonna throw it. Snags it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
The run inside. It's Henderson.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Right side, it's Martin. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. And
it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. Inside the touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. First play of this drive. Left side is Henderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
It's a seam wide open. Inside, into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Hits inside. It's Martin. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. From their own 33. Plows his way ahead. There he goes. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that stop.
Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Jones wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what a cut! He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down. But when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
They'll run him again. He's got enough. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it. The offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game. But, man, you've got to have better ball security.
And you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Out wide left, it's Hamilton. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Jones to throw. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. From the gun, it's Henderson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. It's good! They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.